The weak have no right to choose how they die. This line is the soul of Akame ga Kill, a brutal world where power, survival, and death dictate human fate, where Night Raid, a group of assassins fighting a corrupt empire, faces relentless brutality, sacrifice, and loss. Tatsumi, a passionate young man from a rural village dreaming of becoming a warrior, quickly learns that in this world, the weak have no autonomy. They're swept into violence, forced to sacrifice, and die in agony. Tatsumi, Akame, Leone, Mine, and the others' journey isn't just a war against the Jaegers and the Empire, but a stark testament to this world's cruelty, where death is inevitable and sacrifice is the price for ideals. Let's explore this story through moments of brutality and sacrifice, where the weak have no right to choose how they die becomes a painful reality. It all begins when Tatsumi, a fiery youth from a poor village, arrives in the capital hoping to join the Empire's army to earn money for his village. But from the start, he faces a harsh truth. The Empire is rotten, corrupt, and the weak like him are easily exploited or killed. When his friends, Sayo and Ieyasu, are murdered by Night Raid members after being poisoned and tortured by Areya, a corrupt noble, Tatsumi confronts his first brutality. He couldn't protect his loved ones, and their deaths prove the weak can't choose how they die. The moment Tatsumi holds Sayo's corpse, crying in despair but resolving to join Night Raid for revenge, shows this world doesn't allow weakness. Only strength ensures survival, and the weak's death is unavoidable. The scene of Ieyasu dying in agony, his body shattered by poison, drives home that in Akame ga Kill, the weak are stripped of all autonomy, dragged into a cruel fate. Joining Night Raid, Tatsumi quickly faces the mission's brutality. In his first assassination, he watches Akame, a cold but kind assassin, kill a target without hesitation, despite their place. Akame explains that in this world, the weak can't choose. They die because they lack strength to survive. The moment Tatsumi wields Incursio, a powerful Tegu armor, to fight but still feels powerless against Jaegers like Esteth, reveals a brutal truth. Even with power, he can become weak without resolve. In the battle with Neo, a Jaeger member, Tatsumi suffers severe injuries but persists, protecting Leon and Mine, knowing he might die. The scene of Tatsumi collapsing, bloodied, but smiling at his teammates, shows sacrifice is the cost. The weak can't choose how they die, but they can choose how to live and fight. Leone, another Night Raid member, embodies brutality and sacrifice in her death. In the final battle with the Jaegers, as Esteth and others attack, Leone uses her Tegu Lionel to shield Tatsumi and Akame, despite her body being weakened by poison. The moment Leon falls, her body disintegrating but smiling, saying she has no regrets protecting friends, proves the weak can't choose how they die. Her death is inevitable in this cruel world. Yet, Leon's sacrifice isn't failure. It's proof of friendship and ideals. Though she couldn't control her ultimate fate, the scene of Tatsumi crying over Leon's body, vowing to keep fighting, shows this world's cruelty forces sacrifice, but also fuels the weak to rise. Mine, another Night Raid member, also faces a brutal fate. In the final battle with Budu, Mine uses her Tegu pumpkin to protect Tatsumi, knowing her power isn't enough to win. When Budu impales Mine, she smiles, confessing her love to Tatsumi. But her death starkly shows the weak can't choose how they die. She dies for lacking strength to survive, yet her sacrifice affirms love and ideals. The moment Tatsumi holds Mine, weeping in pain, but resolving to destroy the empire. Reveals this world's brutality demands sacrifice, but ignites the weak's will to fight, even if they can't alter destiny. Akame, Night Raid's leader, symbolizes brutality and sacrifice. With Murasame, her poisonous Tegu sword, Akame has killed countless foes, but each strike brings the pain of losing teammates. In the battle with Esdeath, as Leon, Mine, and others fall, Akame unleashes all her power, knowing she might die. The moment Akame stabs Esdeath, blood on her hands but smiling for protecting ideals, proves the weak can't choose how they die. Her death could come any time, but her sacrifice shows the will to guard what matters. The scene of Akame crying over her comrades' bodies, vowing to continue, shows this world's cruelty doesn't destroy hope. It forces sacrifice, but drives the weak to stand. Tatsumi, through his journey, also becomes a victim of brutality. Overusing Incursio erodes his body, leading to a painful death after defeating the Empire. The moment Tatsumi collapses, bloodied but smiling at Akame, saying he has no regrets protecting her. And Ideals proves the weak can't choose how they die. He dies for lacking strength to withstand the Tegu, but his sacrifice confirms love and unyielding will. The scene of Akame holding Tatsumi's body, sobbing in despair, but choosing to live on, shows this world's brutality brings death, but also sparks the will to live and sacrifice for survivors. The weak have no right to choose how they die. Tatsumi, Akame, Leone, Mine, and Night Raid's journey in Akame ga Kill painfully proves this. From Tatsumi losing Sayo and Ieyasu, through battles with Jaegers, to Leone, Mine, and Tatsumi's deaths, this cruel world forces them to face brutality and sacrifice. Moments like Tatsumi protecting teammates, Leone dying for Night Raid, Mine falling for love, Akame killing Esdeath, or Tatsumi succumbing to Incursio, not only shape their fates, but inspire viewers about will and sacrifice in a brutal world. In Akame ga Kill, characters remind us that, though the weak can't choose how they die, they can choose how to live, fight, and sacrifice for ideals and friendship. What do you think of the brutality and sacrifice here? Share your thoughts.